Mess, it's Joey Boy.
What up, it's JD.
And it's Sienna.
We got producer Jules, who we're very excited about. I haven't seen Jules smile this long, ever. You met this new boy, man, and you're telling us everything about him. You're showing us this picture. One of the most attractive men I've ever seen in my life.
It's aggressive, but
I
okay.
agree.
Yeah, very good-looking guy. And you're telling us all the good things, and I'm kind of jealous, I will say, because you were part of the Lonely Club over here with me and JD. Now you're taken. Wait, is it exclusive? Kind of, or you just have it unwritten?
We're
getting there. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it'll be there.
So I'm excited about all these dates that you're having. You planned the last one,
Yes.
and you came in like, it didn't go so well. I'm dying to know because when you told us what you were doing, I'm like, this sounds dope.
Right?
What happened?
Well, so first of all, I will say this made me like him even more because of how well he handled this situation. I took him to a sushi roll making class, basically.
Pause. Sienna, sounds kind of dope.
Oh, yeah, that sounds awesome.
JD,
Love it.
I love this. Proceed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was really excited about it. We walked in, and it was a group setting type thing. But we walked in, there was only 2 other women sitting at our table. So it just ended up being us 4. So we ended up becoming friends. But the chef that was running this class was the most spunky, quirky guy I have ever met in my life. And when I tell you, this was not for beginners. He scolded us the whole time we were making sushi rolls. I don't think all 4 of us got complimented, not once. And his directions were very difficult. So the whole time we're like, we're doing our best. Like all 4 of us are trying so hard not to be upset with this guy.
Did you call JD? He's like, we need your Zoloft right
Oh
now.
my gosh, we were all just, it was hilarious. And finally he walked away at some point and all 4 of us all looked at this and we were like, this guy's crazy, right? And so we were just having a blast, the 4 of us. But yeah, the chef, it was quite something. I felt horrible because he just did not know how to give direction. I don't even know if the chef has ever even rolled a sushi roll in his life before. The ingredients were not fresh. I can't believe I ate it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is where we're at then. So 833-730-6377. 0-star rating dating. Did you like pay for an experience, or you thought you were gonna knock it out the park and then knock it out in the bed, but it was just a bad experience? What do you give a 0-star rating? I'm disappointed because when you said you were going to do this, I said, send me the link. This sounds dope.
I know. I wanted to experience it first before I shared it with you. I would not recommend this specific one.
Where'd you see this at?
So-
Groupon. I knew it. This
Pretty
is such a
much.
Groupon
It
thing.
was like the Virgin Experiences. I don't even know. It was like some random website I found. And I was
What
like,
is so complicated about it? I've seen TikToks on how to make sushi.
you
I'm
would
so confused.
think it is so easy. This
Yeah.
could have been done and taught in 15 minutes. It took an hour and a half. This man went on so many tangents. It was more of an advertisement for his personal life, I feel.
Is this guy just moved here from Japan? Is like, this is his culture?
No.
Oh,
Not Asian.
He's not Asian.
Of course he isn't.
If I would have paid good money, you know what I want making sushi? I want a Japanese person. I'm sorry, Latinos. I know the essays are up on these spots trying to make my food. I don't want an essay. I want a Japanese person.
Yeah, he's a really, really just nice guy. I could tell he was trying his best, but it was just
Chipper.
not set up
He got
well.
fired from Dutch Bros.
Probably.
Without a doubt.
Who knows?
It's nothing that you like take home either, right? It's like you make it and then you take
make
it home
right
with
there
you.
and you eat it right then. But like the tuna was like so oxidized. Like, it was just there was just a lot going on, and he kept yelling at me because I wasn't pushing my rice to the edge of the nori, and I was getting so anxious. Push it to the edge, and I was like, it's on the
You
edge.
are pushing me to the edge.
I'm gonna start crying. I was like, this guy almost made me cry.
0-star rating. All right, my big wonder. How much does this run you?
Like $100.
$100.
A piece or
No,
all together?
for like,
okay.
Okay.
It
I
wasn't
thought it was
too
each.
bad.
That's
no.
not too bad. But
it
you,
was like 50-60 a person.
you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Because if it was a great experience and it was awesome, I'd pay $100 per person.
Yes.
All right, so make your own sushi. Maybe not up on the board if you're starting to date somebody.
Well, I think it was a good get to know him because I was like, I put him in a very awkward situation and he handled it perfectly. He niced the guy to death. He was just rolling with the punches. So I was like, you know what? If we got anything out of this, we can handle a weird, awkward situation well together.
I remember one time back in the days when I lived in LA, I took a girl to the fanciest restaurant in Hollywood, a Japanese restaurant, and I knew I had to save some pennies to afford it. and it was on top of the hill, Hollywood Hills, overlooking. It was just a beautiful scene. That girl actually ended up becoming my first wife. So we went there, and this was fancy spot. I mean, we had to dress up. I had to buy some nice Gap gear for this one.
Gap gear.
They brought out the food. It was so expensive. You see the market price at MP, and everything was like $40 and up. And at this time, I'm just starting out in radio. The bill was crazy. The food came out where it's like a little piece of tuna and like a little 3 grains of rice. And like, that's $40. We were starving afterwards. We went to In-N-Out to go eat. And I was like, I just spent like $200 and we're still hungry. Sucked. 0-star rating. Did you guys have to go eat afterwards because you were still hungry?
Yes, and I had to meet before.
What?
I was like, I don't know how much food there's going to be there. I would eat before we go. And then we got home and he crushed like another whole meal.
Making your own sushi on Bill's hanging out with us in studio, talking about 0-star rating dating. You put together this cool day that we thought, how to make your own sushi, and then you eat it afterwards with your date. You put this on for your new man, and didn't go so well.
No, not exactly the way I planned.
JD, you're a dater. You're an avid dater.
Obviously.
Anything that you want to give a 0-star?
Yeah, I will give my date a 0-star.
Ooh.
When my actual date plan was 5-star, very much so like producer Jules. So I took a girl to John Legend years back. And John Legend, what a great singer, songwriter, was on fire at the time. Well, my date, that was her favorite artist. So I surprised her, did not tell her that we were going to meet John Legend. So I said, hey.
Wait, you set up a meet and greet for her?
I set up a meet and greet.
Wow.
And it was the one time I asked my boss way back in the day, I was like doing part-time, I was like, I need this one solid. And so I take the girl out to what she believes is a dinner. And instead of going right towards more of like where we were going to go eat, we went left towards the venue. She goes, hey, what are we going to the venue for? And I was like, we're going to meet John Legend. And she immediately, no hesitation, I can't make this up. She goes, and I'm wearing this, way to go.
Oh, damn. Well, what was she wearing? Do you remember?
She looked great. I thought she looked amazing. So then we met John Legend, and then I was like, hey, let's go out to this bar after my boss is DJing. Like, we can thank him for this. She goes, I'd rather go home. I was like, okay, yeah, you're a 0-star rating. From that point on, I'm like, I'm never taking anybody out to something nice ever again.
The trauma you have.
Yeah, 0-star rating.
Oh, totally. So she would have dressed up way more for John Legend, but not you.
Obviously, and he was definitely married to Chrissy Teigen, so it's not like it was single John Legend.
Right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see what she was wearing because you can think she looked great, but what if she wanted to wear something a lot nicer? What if she wanted to wear a dress or heels or what was she wearing? That's
If I dig the picture up, I can find it, but I cropped her out.
God damn. I'm so curious.
Yeah, I cropped
That's
her
so
out.
ungrateful.
It really is. 0-star rating dating. We got Shania in Phoenix. Shania, what you got?
Actually, I would say I was out on a date, and we went. It was honestly not even fun. No conversation. It was very one-sided. And then at the end, I had to pay.
You had to pay.
Of course.
They made you pay?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you the question. Did you invite him out or he invited you out?
He invited me out.
And where'd you guys eat?
It was some, like, buffet.
Sizzler. Okay, so you're at Sizzler. They put down the check. Are you guys both staring at each other and you just don't see him reach for his wallet, so you're like, give him the credit card, or does he ask you to pay?
No, we just kind of looked at each other, and I was like, oh, okay, I can pay for myself. And he was like, yeah, I can get the next one.
I can get the next one?
This was a first date?
Yeah, and so, I mean, I paid whatever. I didn't really care at that point, and that was it. Never again.
I bet you watched some stupid TikTok where he's like, that would get you the next follow-up date is when you tell the girl, oh, I'll get the next one, thinking that she'll actually go out with you on the next one.
What
a
the hell?
moron.
How much did you have to pay? Do you remember?
It was a while ago, so I would say maybe $30, $40. But still, I didn't have a great job or anything. I was in school at the time.
And you weren't expecting to pay for the date at the end. I get it.
Did he drive? Because at that point, you got to Uber home. You got to get the hell up out of there.
Yeah, he drove, so he had to take me home, and it was an awkward ride.
So no one night stand, nothing like that? No.
Oh, heck no.
No, like that.
That was it. I just ghosted him pretty much.
Where'd you meet this guy?
High school.
Okay.
Oh, so you've known him then.
Yeah, we were friends
So it's your fault.
throughout high school. Oh, I guess.
No, don't let it be your fault, girl. You should not pay for that.
No,
date.
that is horrible. Listen, if I'm out with a girl as a first date, I appreciate girls that bust out their credit card. And guys, chivalry, it works. You're like, no, I got this. Especially if he invited you out. You don't bust out the card and be like, I'll get you next time. What the hell?
And it's a first impression.
Yeah.
If you're a grown man, you're paying for the girl's dinner. Period.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I hope so. I'm glad I never went through that again.
Now, you know what the best is? When you're a man, you get invited out by a girl and you pull out your card. She says, no, I invited you out. I got this.
Ooh,
Seriously.
that's hot.
It's so hot. Doesn't happen too often. I'll tell you that much. But, man, I was turned on when she did that. Yeah. But he invited you out. So, all right. Yeah. All right. 0-star rating.
Oh, yeah, no, totally horrible. Never again.
Yeah. Are you married now?
I am married, yes.
Your man would never.
Oh, no, I never have to pay for anything. Never have.
I love that for you, sis.
I learned my lesson.
Hell yeah, upgrade.
All right. We're talking about 0-star rating. What's the rating of your husband now?
4. I'm kidding.
There we go. Honesty. I like it.
I like
Depends
it.
on the
4 is
day.
good.
You
I
know,
get you.
always room for improvement,
Yes.
gentlemen. All right. 4 out of 5. Not too bad, hubby. Thank you for sharing, love.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Don't tell us what to do. Bye-bye. You know, I was thinking, Jules, this is based on you taking out your man, your new man. Is there any way we can call him? We haven't really introduced the morning messengers to your man.
We haven't. I'd be happy to call him.
We call him DD, by the way. That's his nickname, JD.
Designated driver because he doesn't drink.
Does not drink alcohol.
No, he doesn't.
He's a unicorn, bro.
He's
Yeah.
such a unicorn.
All
Let's
right.
use him.
You got producer Jules. I almost forgot my name. You got Joey. We got producer Jules in studio. The whole topic is based on how she basically fell in love with this guy after 2 days meeting him. It's crazy.
Yep.
Now we call your new boy, your new man, DD, because he's not a drinker. He does not drink alcohol.
Correct.
So you set up this sushi date. You make sushi, and it was a nightmare, and it gets a 0-star rating. We're gonna call to apologize to him, right?
Yeah. I just want to let him know that I could do better.
Yeah. And it's introducing your new man to our audience, the morning messengers. Let's call him up. So many questions for this guy. You know, it's like
She's
bringing
so
someone into the
nervous.
family. We got a big brother. This.
She's
JD.
so nervous, man.
You nervous?
I haven't met him yet.
You haven't, huh?
Yes.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the morning mess, DD.
Hello, DD.
Hello there.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning.
Must be nice to be sober. So, DD, we heard about this almost wonderful date that your beautiful boo thing here, Jules, put together that didn't go so well.
You know what? It went better than I anticipated. And, all things considered, despite the ingredients being, I'll give it a 1 star for the one glove that he wore.
Oh,
no,
God.
you
You only
didn't
want
say
one
that.
glove?
Yes.
Oh.
It was like,
On sushi, like the one thing you absolutely need 2 for?
Ugh.
He used that one glove when he was showing everybody else, how to roll their sushi. But with me, he used both hands, one glove and this raw hand.
No, I'm not raw dogging it with sushi at all,
I
bro.
felt so bad. He was like the example for everything, and this chef was just
No.
touching all of his food. It
Can't
was
do that.
horrible.
Can't do that. Well, Jules has something to tell you, Didi.
Yes. So one, I just want to say I'm sorry. I really tried to take you out on a really nice date, and I just feel like it wasn't up to the standards I wanted it to be. And I know you handled it so well, and you're being very kind by giving it 1 star. I want to do something nice for you because you have been treating me so well, and I want to know, what date do you want to go on?
Make it expensive, brother.
To be honest, we went to dinner the next night on Friday, but I feel like we laughed more at how obnoxious that sushi date was. So,
Plan another crappy date.
Yes, another
Go
crappy
2 for 2.
I am taking him to the weekend on Friday,
Right.
so hopefully that will make it up.
100%. Yep.
So that'll just do it?
I'm easy to please, I feel like.
Is that true, Jules? Hello.
I mean,
Wait, hold up here. We just saw the Iron Man key. DD?
Well, she likes Marvel, and, I saw Iron Man, so what was I supposed to do?
What the hell? You guys met yesterday. She got a key to your spot already?
Yes, she did.
How you give her the weapon to key your car, bro? That's crazy. You better not mess up now.
You guys are moving quick.
It's not slow.
You guys literally met like a month ago?
Yeah.
About a
That
month?
is correct.
And she got the key to your spot already?
I love DD, so I'm with it.
Yeah, we got to meet him. Sienna was sick that day to meet him, but yeah, in all due fairness, me and JD got to meet him, and you're a great dude so far. Don't mess this up.
I appreciate it, and my plan is not to. I mean, Jules is wonderful and very transparent, honest.
You know her
and-
lease is up in 3 weeks?
That's my dog right there.
You won't ask her
My
to
dog
move in.
right there.
You
Hey,
won't.
why did we have a whole conversation though yesterday? Hey, Jules, are you gonna move in with this guy? You moving quick? I would never. No, our plan is to live in separate places, and that I'm like, and then the next day you give her a key. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, I have a guest room, so if she does move in, I can just banish her in there. They give me some
Right, you got a timeout room.
I do.
So all that to say, she apologized. You're totally fine with it. You get a good laugh. It's a good story for your love story of how bad that date was.
Oh, it was.
You need those stories,
You absolutely do, yeah.
right?
I think we have a pretty good one. A good story, for
Yeah.
sure.
It's crazy that you haven't seen your own apartment in like a week,
I
Jules.
have not.
What's next? You met a month ago. She got a key already. Like, what's the next month look like is my wonder, Dee.
The next month, good question. I'm thinking maybe marriage.
Wow.